What's up, guys? Time to show off yet another build going out to my buddy Jim. This is a custom Lando Norris build. We did some AI generated images and stuck on this one. So screen printed dial. Better wind this up a little bit. It's just been sitting here. And let me move the hands around just so you can have some different look there. AI generated dial, screen printed by my buddy Neuron John over at Seconda Customs. Brushed 160 case, milled crown. I did a small coin bezel, and then I still have the market on these orange tachymeters, and I thought this is a perfect thing since it measures speed to throw this on there. So still have some of these inserts. I bought out the company that had made these probably 3 years ago, and I only put them out there every once in a while. There's only so many things that they're applicable for, you know. But I wish I could get them in other colors, but they only made them in 2 different colors. And I bought the last blue, and D. Matthews ended up getting a watch with the only blue that I've ever had on it. And then a few people have got some orange tacky. So did a set of these orange and black pilot style hands. Not because it's a pilot watch, but because I wanted the orange to kind of stick out there and kind of stick with the black that's around the car to where you don't quite notice them until they're out there. Did a custom painted seconds hand. It's a black hand that we took the loom out and then custom painted in orange. Nice little pop. That orange matches the tachymeter nicely. Custom milled and lasered caseback. Then we did a custom Italian leather, super soft lasered strap with white stitching, and a brushed preview buckle. And that is build number 2. I hope you like it, man. I don't think we really went over everything other than the dial. But and then I showed you the strap that you're going to get. Bezel on it will turn left. It'll turn right. At the 60, that's your mark, because if something takes a full minute to go, it's running 60 miles an hour. So if something runs between here and here, they're running 400 miles an hour. So if you're actually wanting to measure something, you would just kind of follow along. And then once they go, then you would go from there. Okay, now they're running. And they end here. Oh, they're running 180 miles an hour. So that would be one way, because, you know, a lot of times when you see a tachymeter, it's on a individual hand that you can depress, and it counts, and you can stop, and you can, you know, it's always going to be set on 12. And you reset it back on 12. But with this, how you do that is, since this is always moving, you would just align your 60 with it for the time you're wanting to start. So it is a little bit more work if you're actually wanting to use it, but you can use it. So bezel will go left, it'll go right. It is a tension ring bezel, automatic mechanical movement. You've got a rotor in the back that moves as you move and keeps you wound. But before you put it on, you're going to want to wind it just a little bit, because you don't want to just set the time and put it on and hope that you're moving enough to keep time. So you'll back the crown off the threads until you hear it and feel it clicking. At that point, you can wind. And a wind is a turn clockwise as you're looking at it. Turning it back towards you does not wind it, but it is a lot easier to keep your finger spacing and go back and forth. You're getting a wind, non-wind, wind, non-wind. If you do that for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, that mixed with the rotor movement should keep your time throughout the day. But if you know you're going to be driving or sitting for a long time, you can sit here and do it for a little bit longer and max out your 31-hour plus power reserve on it. You cannot overwind it. It has a slipping mainspring on it, so once it gets as much power as it needs, it is just diverting those winds. So you can literally wind it all day, and you will not overwind or anything along those lines. When you're happy with your winding, you're going to pull it to the 1 and only click, and you can now set your time. It does not have a hacking movement, so it's going to keep going. You'll also notice you've got a wobble crown. This deflects lateral pressure from going into the stem and into the movement, so when you're pushing and prying on it, you're not putting any adverse pressures on anything. Okay, Google, what time is it? 206. It's getting a little late. Push it over, get it out of that time setting. You push it over and then wind it down. And that is the build. As with every build, you're going to get matching beads. You're going to get a custom stained and a lasered slider box with a little Atlas pillow in here. This is going to come with a few things. Watch cleaner. This is good on all glass and metal, so everything here in the center. Non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue, as well as a microfiber. Leather conditioner to keep this strap perfectly soft. If you ever feel that it's not, apply it on the front and back. Let it soak in. Remove any excess. Use a rag or something. Don't use one of your microfibers. And then lastly, some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon, just repackaged. It's for your acrylic glass because you can scratch it. If you do, you'll put a tiny bit of this on it and buff it out with your color matching microfiber. If the scratch is up and down, just go left and right, filling that scratch. Haze it, buff it out, generate some heat with your thumbs will normally help as well. And your scratch should be gone. If it is not, just do that again. Wait a little bit and then do it again. And you should knock out the scratch because all you're doing is building back up that area that you kind of scratched out. So that's it. That's the build, man. I hope you like it. I need to start wrapping it up because I'm going to ship it to you. So don't want to put it all away. But that's the build. I appreciate you a ton, man. I hope everybody likes it. So if you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.